Well, it turns out moving house has absolutely nothing to do with it. Borderline, we're just shite. Welcome back to the channel. Celtic drawing 2-all at Easter Road, 2-0 down. I suppose that's a positive, you know, we could have went away with no points, we got one, but look, at the end of the day, it's time to go. It's time to go. We're doing this in one take. I'm not editing it, I'm not doing anything else. As you can imagine, spirits have been drained. It's an absolute joke. You know, how many times is that now? I said this could be the turning point for Celtic. This is where it has to change. This is, you know, the point where Celtic can turn the season around, catch up Rangers, and really make a mark. You know, go out, attack the game, score some goals, look threatening, look like our old selves, and maybe Neil Lennon will get a bit of mojo back. Nah, it's not going to happen. And I'm wobbling all over the place here. Great, innit? Absolutely scandalous performance today again. And it'll keep Lennon in the job for another week, so that's good. The fact that we got that late equaliser, it'll keep Lennon there. Look, I've lost all backing for the manager. I've not had a way for that, and the day's certainly no helped. It's an absolute shocker. We come back from an international break. We have the chance to go out and win the game. First half, you know, we're all over them. We can't break them down. Same old stories. Tactically, we're done. There's nothing there. The team don't believe in the system, quite clearly. We can't break down teams, we can't create enough opportunities. Our shots were going right down Marciano's throat today, making it very easy for him. He had an easy shift. Look, he's a top keeper, they made some really good saves. Christie forced him to make a couple of acrobatic ones in the first half from long range. But apart from that, they were right down his throat. You don't even think it was the easiest shift of his life. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. If Neil Lennon had any decency in watching that game, he realised that either he's got to take a complete new outlook on life, a new lease of life, maybe convert to being a Buddhist or something and try and find something to go out and change the team, or he'll walk. Because we're not going to progress, and I don't know what belief is left from him and the team. It's just, I'm lost for words at this point. I feel like I'm just rehashing the same stuff every week now. I said it. There was paper over the cracks with the Motherwell game, and once again, that last minute equaliser's got to be paper over the cracks to the board. It's got to be paper over the cracks to Peter Law. We're not going to make a change. There's no chance that we're going to sack him. Even if we lost today, I still don't think we'd have sacked him, even though we should have. We could have went 12 points behind Rangers if we didn't get that last gasp equaliser there. 12 points. And we'll have 2 games in hand, but I've still been 6 behind if we won those, which at this rate we're not going to. It's a shocker of a time. You know, coming off the back of winning the double last season and perhaps moving on to a treble and winning the league quite convincingly, 13 points clear, to go now to the position we're in with improving the team. It's shocking. The team just look lazy. They don't look motivated. And that is clearly coming from the top. I guarantee if Lennon was to walk and we were to get an Eddie Howe or a Jack Ross or a Steve Clark or whoever, any name, David Moyes, whatever name you want to throw out, fuck me, it could be Dick Campbell for a bro for all I care, they would look motivated, they would play. You can see it. Hibs miss a penalty, Kevin Nisbet, saved by Bainwell and Scottson. What happens? They get to Jamie Murphy's away to the rebound while our players are sitting watching. You know, just staring at the ball. What you might do? You see it all over the park. A few players putting out a really good shift. I think Laxalt he's trying and trying and trying. There's only so much he can do, and he got his goal today. You know, nice to see him score his first goal for the club, and a big goal for the club as well. But how much of a difference is it going to make now? I don't see Aberdeen taking points from Rangers and Mora. No chance. Rangers are unbeatable at the minute. They'll win the Mora. They'll go clear at the top of the table even more. And we're left to look from below them and wonder what to do next. And we all know as fans what we need to do next. We all know it. We do. And that's make a change at the top. That's bring in a new manager, bring in a new style, and get the players believing again. But the board are not going to look at it like that. They're the ones that are wondering what to do next. As fans, we know it. The majority of us do. There'll still be people who are backing Lennon. There'll still be people who think he's a man for the job. And I'm sure I'll still get comments saying, oh, give some backing to your manager, for God's sake. We've just rescued a draw from being 2-0 down. That's not the point. Honestly, not the point. And I would never wish in a million years that we lost that game today so it would bring Neil Lennon closer to the sack. I never want to see my team losing 3 points. But the reality is that result is going to keep him in the job. And whether or not, you know, as I say, I don't think he would have lost his job anyway if we did lose, but whether or not it made a difference today by drawing or losing or winning, whatever, it's not good enough. And the signs are all there. It's a team in a decline at the minute. And that's the honest truth. Look, he survived getting battered off Rangers. He survived getting battered off AC Milan. He survived the 3-all with Aberdeen. And somehow survived Prague. and yet he's still sitting in a position where I think he'll probably feel comfortable with his job security. He won't feel comfortable with the results in the park, of course. I don't think he will. I think he'll be as anxious as the rest of us, being the Celtic manager. But my God almighty, it just looks as though nothing's going to change at the club. It's good to see Edouard coming back in. And look, usually we do the 3 things we learned style for these videos. There's no chance I'm doing that today. What did we learn? That we're still shite? Is that what we learned? 2 weeks off to try and, revitalise the players and rejuvenate them, get some confidence injected into them. And players went away for Scotland. McGregor and Christie done fantastic. Christie today, I think he looked decent. He had that same flair that he had for Scotland. He was taking chances. He was making chances. Not to the same effect as he was for Scotland, because the rest of the team is just slacking. But he looked good. McGregor, don't think he looked as good as what he looked in the Scotland shirt. If I'm being quite honest. You look at Edouard, went away, confidence, must be back, scoring 2 for France. He came on today and looked sharp. But, all these wee positives, they mean absolutely nothing when the final result isn't there. Would I have been happy if we managed to get a 3-2 today after being 2-0 down? No. I'd still be on the same side of things. I would want Lennon to go. I'd think we need change. I'd be crying for change. So to me, the result today means nothing. The performance in the park is not good enough. I'm waiting to see what Lennon now says after the game. I imagine it's not going to be too motivating. I imagine it's going to be the same old stuff. But look, the reality is he'll come out and he'll praise the team for pulling it back to 2 each, but we should never be in a position where we're 2-0 down to these teams. And yes, I'll give credit to Hibs. They're a good side. Jack Ross has brought a completely new level of football to this side. Kevin Nisbet is a man who's revolutionised them. And I said in my preview yesterday, this is a completely different Hibs team when I've got someone like him up front. They've not had a striker like him up front for a long time. They've not had a prolific goal scorer. And you've seen Nisbet's goal today, fantastic. The things he does for that team is unreal, so credit to Hibs. I can't take anything away from them. It's not just about Celtic being shite. Of course, Hibs do their part. Hibs played incredibly well at points in the game today, but from us, I don't know where we go now. I'm fed up and I'm finished with saying this is the turning point. I'm fed up of saying that this could be the time to turn it around for Celtic, and I'm confident it's going to happen, because the reality is I'm not confident it's going to happen anymore. I feel like that this is just going to be the sad state of affairs for the rest of the season. We're just going to struggle and struggle and struggle, and we're not going to get anything. We've been piss poor all season. That's the reality. And look, this is how it stands right now. Potentially tomorrow we can go, 10 points behind Rangers now? If they win, or is it 11, whatever it is, we're bottom of our Europa League group. 10 in a row, some are saying is gone. I hold a slight burning, not even burning, it's dwindling out. The rain is pissing it away. The fire for 10 in a row, the belief for 10 in a row, for some it's gone. We're bottom of Europa League group, as I said, we're behind Rangers. If they win tomorrow, something's got to happen. I don't know what at this point. I'm done suggesting names for managers and all the rest of it, because ultimately we don't have a say in the matter as Celtic fans, unless you're a shareholder of the highest extent. We don't have a say. So, we'll try and move on. We'll see what happens. We've got a big few weeks ahead of us. It's just the same stuff, isn't it? It's just the same stuff every single video. Big few weeks ahead of us. Oh, we need to turn it around then. Oh, Europe. Oh. Fixture congestion, players need to improve, we need players fit. It's the same stuff every week. When's the record going to change, Celtic? When's the record going to change, Mr. Lennon? That's the question. Look, 2-0, a point, I suppose. As you can see, I'm struggling to remain positive in these times. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Bit of a rant, bit unstructured, but what else can you do in times like this? Rogic, we need you back playing your best. You weren't that great today. Still had moments of flair. Looked good. Did look good at points, but we didn't have that same sort of match changing energy that you have sometimes. That's about it. What a time to be alive. If you like and subscribe if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.